With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
This will be a return from deep in the end zone.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll give to Cook on the read option. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Option play. Here's Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Running for it, here's Cook. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. So a chance to breathe easier now. 1st and 10 after the 4th down conversion. Hurts going to take this himself. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you got that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. But if you've got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Here's Hurts to throw. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in for the touchdown. Randy Moss, 38 yards. And the NFC has taken the early lead. Right off the bat, they start with a very solid, methodical 10-play drive.
And you know me, I tend to look at things from the defensive side. They're coming off the field gassed right away. We're in the first drive of the game. So it's not just what happened, but think of the emotion you carry into a game. Then double it with getting a 10-play drive put on you and points scored. They're pretty tired right now.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Pulls it in at the 13. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. On first down, Rodgers tries to force it to Megatron, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, that's certainly not the start that they envisioned, Charles. You give up the long touchdown drive, and there, an interception on their first play from scrimmage.
Brandon, I wonder if the mindset was simply, well, that was a long touchdown drive. Their defense might be a little relaxed and feel like, hey, we're in good shape now having 7 in hand. Maybe they just thought, let's take the shot at them right now. Instead, it went against them.
Something looked weird there up front. The offensive lineman, it's like they weren't on the same page.
Yeah, every play design has a huge element of trust that everyone's going to do their job. But if one person doesn't and you have a breakdown, everything goes to rubble.
On the slant, he's got Davis. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Hurts. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown NFC. Tyreek Hill from 21 yards away as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
On 2nd down, here's Smith. And he'll manage only a couple here up to the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. To throw is Rodgers. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Him and now on the counter. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Rodgers. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. He rifles one that's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback rolling left and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in this 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
They'll drop this underneath to Pollard.
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. Now Rodgers.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Odafe Owe.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's going to bring this one back for an NFC touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This one taken just inside the 10. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
At their own 8-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. And touchdown! Tony Pollard, 92 yards. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. A 10th carry in the game for Cook.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, and more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the 2nd half.
A short kick taken at the 18 and makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard, facing that deficit. A three-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no three-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators?
He's got it, hit the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Odafe-Oweh. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. It was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Here's Cook again. Able to bust through the tackle, but not much to show for it. Still inside the 5. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll run for it. Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb from 8 yards out. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. He will return this. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game. They get the touchdown. Then on the kickoff, they get another touchdown, picking up the fumble, taking it to the house in just a matter of moments. 2 quick scores, Charles.
Every time we start to neglect special teams and big plays that occur off of them, something like this happens that reminds us we've got ourselves a game now.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
This one caught by Davis. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
19 tight, 19 tight.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. He's going to look deep down the field. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing is Hurts. He's going to go up top again. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Second and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 23 yards on the play. Rodgers now on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. To throw, it's Rodgers. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Inside handoff, Smith. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This from 25 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. So a big kick to get this back to even. And now the worry is, did you leave too much time on the clock? Because another field goal the other way, that does you in.
You're exactly right. You didn't get into overtime yet. So now as a defense, you've got to think to yourself, you can't play prevent defense and just give up big chunks of yardage in front of you, but you also can't let anyone behind you. So you sit right on the line between the two, play the best defense you can, and not make it easy for them to move the ball downfield. For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction, but for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there, shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The NFC's decision to go for it does not pan out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on first and goal. Smith trying to run for it. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Here's Cook. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it'll all come down to the booming right leg of Greg Zuerlein. He's hit on his one earlier attempt tonight, but this a little more pressure-packed for the win. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Ready, ready. 19. 60 Maverick. Read alert. Trap 60. 18 rattlers.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner.
Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay